Every once in a while, a movie comes along that doesn't rely on explosions, gunfights, or city-destroying chaos to keep you glued to the screen. Instead, it grabs you with silence, stares, and dialogue sharp enough to cut steel. Black Bag 2025, Steven Soderbergh's newest entry into the spy thriller genre, is exactly that kind of film. This is a movie where the calmest dinner table can feel more dangerous than a car chase, where a couple's quiet conversation feels more like a duel, and where the biggest twist isn't about a mole, an assassin, or a secret mission, but about a marriage. Some people are calling Black Bag smart, sexy, and insanely well-crafted. Others say it's confusing, too quiet, and maybe even overrated. Today we're breaking it all down. The story, the themes, the performances, the public reaction, and whether the hype is actually deserved. Let's get into it.
I have a game.
What is Black Bag? Black Bag is directed by Steven Soderbergh, the filmmaker who practically lives to reinvent genres. Written by David Koepp, yes, the guy behind Jurassic Park and Mission Impossible, the film stars Michael Fassbender and Cate Blanchett as George and Catherine, two married intelligence agents navigating an internal mole hunt within their own agency. But if you're imagining a typical spy thriller, erase that. There are no explosions or car chases or rooftop fights. Soderbergh strips everything down to the basics. Two people talking, lying, testing each other, and trying to figure out not only who the mole is, but whether they can still trust the person they share a life with. The entire movie moves within small, intimate spaces like dinner tables, interrogation rooms, quiet offices, and even quieter bedrooms. The tension doesn't come from spectacle. It comes from body language, silence, and the bitter truth that sometimes the person closest to you is the one you know the least. At just 93 minutes, Black Bag is lean, tight, and extremely deliberate. Every scene feels like Soderbergh placed it with tweezers.
Do you think you're smarter than most people?
Georgie, I know I am.
Yes or no?
Yes.
The story follows George and Catherine as they get pulled into a mole hunt inside their own agency. It's about trying to figure out who, inside their own circle, is lying. Most of the movie takes place in meetings, diners, and tests whether everyone is trying to stay calm while hiding something. It's a film where even silence feels dangerous. The themes are deep but easy to understand. The movie keeps coming back to trust, deception, and the impossible balance between love and duty. How well can you really know someone whose entire job is to hide things? How do you stay loyal to your country when it might mean betraying your partner? Soderbergh uses their marriage to show how love can be both a strength and a weakness, and how secrets inside a relationship can slowly eat away at everything. You can clearly see what inspired the film. There's the slow, quiet tension of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, the clever twists of Knives Out, the stylish energy of Out of Sight, and the sharp mystery feel of Agatha Christie stories. But Soderbergh also adds something fresh, a sleek, modern vibe that makes the film feel sexy without being loud, and smart without being confusing. It's old-school spy work, but with a cool, updated edge.
Faith, you'd never be that sloppy.
Performances and setting. Fassbender and Blanchett are a huge part of why the movie works. Their chemistry is strong and believable, and their performances are filled with small details that say more than any big speech could. Watching them together feels like watching two experts play a chess match, where the stakes are entirely emotional, not just professional. Their relationship is layered, complicated, and constantly shifting, and that makes it much more interesting than a basic spy plot. One scene that has already become a favorite in the polygraph test. There's no action here at all, yet it feels more intense than a shootout. It's just a room, a machine, and characters trying not to crack. Soderbergh squeezes so much tension from simple eye contact and body language that you can feel the pressure building. By the end of that scene, you're fully locked in. It's a great example of how this film uses psychology instead of action to keep you on edge. Critics loved the movie. It sits at 89% on Rotten Tomatoes and 82% on Metacritic. Many viewers call it smart, romantic, and all killer, no filler. They praise how tight and clean the storytelling is and how refreshing it feels in a world full of noisy blockbusters. Of course, some people found it too fast, too dense, or too subtle, but even those comments highlight what makes the film different. This isn't a popcorn spy movie. It's for people who enjoy paying attention. The structure rewards viewers who like paying attention. The film often takes place in small rooms with only a few people talking, but those scenes are packed with meaning. The smallest gesture or reaction can shift the entire direction of the movie. Instead of explosions, you get tension built from patience and detail. It feels like you're solving the case along with the characters. The movie's box office numbers are about $43.8 million worldwide, which might not sound massive, but for a mid-budget thriller, that's very good. It proves there's still an audience for intelligent, adult-focused films that don't rely on CGI or massive action scenes. Audience reviews focus heavily on the chemistry between Fassbender and Blanchett. Their scenes together feel alive, intense, and unpredictable. Many viewers love the dense dialogue and the way the story trusts the audience to keep up. And while some people wanted more action, that's simply not what the film is trying to be.
Thousands of innocent people will die.
Okay, 1 week.
Black Bag also stands out because it brings back something Hollywood doesn't make much anymore: mid-budget adult thrillers. It's a time when most movies are huge blockbusters or tiny indie films. Black Bag sits confidently in the middle, smart, grown-up, and not trying to be flashy. Soderbergh's 2025 lineup, including this film and The Presence, proves he cares about making movies for adults who want something thoughtful and engaging. A lot of credit goes to David Coep's writing. The script is sharp and efficient. Not a single line is wasted. Every conversation reveals something important about the characters, the clues, or the emotional stakes. Soderbergh's direction matches that style. The movie never drags, never wanders, and never adds fluff just to fill time. Everything feels intentional. The comparisons to Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy make sense, but Black Bag has a different energy. It's quicker, sharper, and more stylish. You can also feel hints of Mr. and Mrs. Smith in the marriage dynamic and flashes of Knives Out in the way the plot unfolds. But the end result doesn't feel copied. It feels like Soderbergh took inspiration from many places and blended it into something new.
Would you kill for me, George?
A big part of the movie's emotional weight comes from the constant battle between professional loyalty and personal connection. George and Catherine's marriage is the anchor of the entire movie. Their bond brings the emotional tension that keeps the story alive. The film treats their relationship with maturity and nuance, showing how trust can break and rebuild in unexpected ways. George and Catherine are always walking a thin line, choosing between their duty as officers and their commitment as partners. Every decision affects both their careers and their marriage. It's what makes the film more than a mystery. It becomes a relationship drama wrapped inside a spy thriller.
Careful, Freddie.
It's common knowledge.
Well, that's for him, not you.
It's all right. Thank you, darling.
Black Bag is one of the most interesting spy thrillers in years. With its short runtime, strong performances, tight writing, and sharp direction, it stands out as something rare. A thriller that respects your intelligence and grabs your emotions at the same time. At its core, Black Bag isn't just about spies, it's about trust, love, and the choices we make when the truth becomes a weapon. It's a film that sticks with you, not because of explosions, but because of the emotional weight behind every line. Whether it's a masterpiece or just hyped will depend on what you expect. If you want big set pieces and constant action, this won't be your favorite. But if you want a small, stylish, grown-up thriller about secrets, loyalty, and the risks of loving someone in a dangerous world, then Black Bag delivers completely.
Catherine, do you really think you can do it?
I don't know.